We actually hit 10,000 subscribers! Awesome! We actually hit 10,000 subscribers. It's hard to believe we actually made it this far. From you guys for some reason liking the videos that I put out, to leaving me nice comments, fans even sending me gifts. Heck, I even get hate mail and death threats now. That's never happened before. Regardless, people who like all my videos and people who think my voice is annoying, thank you all equally for continuously supporting me, and I will keep doing my best to try and pump out more Beyblade content for you, and hopefully you'll still come along for the ride. And what better than to celebrate 10,000 subscribers than giving you all the combo video that makes me want to jump into a tank of piranhas. So, as promised, this is my favorite Wizard Rod combo video. Wizard Rod, or One Wizard and Hasbro, is one of the most legendarily controversial blades in Beyblade X, oftentimes considered the most powerful blade in all of X's meta, and also the most hated. Ever since Wizard Rod's release and the debut of the UX line, it has been seen as the most frequently used tech-ins in every competitive team build. The reason why is because Wizard Rod's complete blade structure, the blade is perfectly rounded in design with the weight being evenly distributed all around the outer layer of the blade, in contrast to various other heavy metal blades where they mostly have imbalances. The weight distribution of Wizard Rod is absolutely unbelievable and is mainly the secret sauce to its success. It is absolutely not the heaviest blade by any means, weighing only 35.8 grams, but that weight is not terrible either, especially for a stamina type. It's only just right, and the main focus is really how evenly distributed around the blade it is that really keeps the blade spinning. And because of that, Wizard Rod has picked up a reputation of being a super tanky and super stamina monster in the arena. This build has seen major dominance in the meta, where every top deck you see, there will be almost always guaranteed to be a Wizard Rod on the team. Even this year at the World Championships, it has Wizard Rods out the wazoo. Unless your locals outright banned it, you are practically guaranteed to see Wizard Rod, and that has usually led to the Dark Stamina Wars returning to Beyblade X, and practically delaying events and stalling games.
Waiting for the opponent to run out of stamina in order to win with a sleep out is so lame.
This got so ludicrously out of hand that Takeratami actually enacted a limited parts list where Wizard Rod on 960 Ball gave a full 3 points to the opponent at the start of the match. Eventually, the past year, they put Wizard Rod on the Hall of Fame parts list, where Wizard Rod was no longer allowed to be used in the 1v1 preliminary stages, but still allowed in the 3v3 stage. That is until around late August when Takeratami announced that Wizard Rod is being taken off the Hall of Fame list, so they intend to sell even more reprints of it in the future.
Crap!
One of the biggest reasons why Wizard Rod is so controversial is that it is a blade that is also super easily accessible. The yellow Wizard Rod being a booster in Japan, and the green one was put in a random booster. For us Hasbro players, both the yellow and green Wizard Rod were released as starter singles. So if you are like me who uses Wizard Rod as a practice dummy so much where I break so many, it can easily be replaced. This blade is not a pay-to-win blade by any means. Really the only counter to this is Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate, and even then, that is still a bit iffy. Anyone can get this blade and have it in their deck. Because the blade is easily accessible, it has opened the door for it to be consistently seen in tournaments. So Wizard Rod lives in this kind of paradox where nobody likes playing against it, but everyone needs to run it. This blade is kind of like Teemo from League of Legends. Everyone hates it, but everyone loves it, which is why it's always getting treated like crap. I've already made a few videos talking about Wizard Rod before. In fact, my most popular video is a short where Impact Drake on camera broke one of my Wizard Rods. To me, I think that despite all the hate that Wizard Rod gets, it's still an important blade to maintain the healthy ecosystem of the competitive meta. Hear me out! The important thing to know is that Wizard Rod is easily accessible. Literally anyone can have this blade and everyone can use this blade. But at the same time, there will be people like myself that will refuse to use this blade and will want to find builds that can counter it. And as I show in my multiple videos showing my favorite combos, they show the ability to beat Wizard Rod. And that creates a very healthy balance in the competitive meta, where Wizard Rod can be the safest option for people to bring to competitions, but there will be people that are able to build against it, and it all comes down to your deck order and your launch technique. Wizard Rod is still susceptible to easy bursting or knockouts, so it's really up to each individual player to decide which is the best strategy to go for when they are up against Wizard Rod. Heck, if I'm going to go up against Wizard Rod, I just see red and I'm going to do my absolute damn hardest to knock that thing out. While Wizard Rod may be seen as a really annoying blade in the competitive space, it rallies people to try and come up with fresh new ideas to try and work around it, and if you do, you might have a higher chance at succeeding against their other builds. I could spend so much time talking about why I hate Wizard Rod so much and why it's still a necessary evil in Beyblade X's competitive space, at least for right now, but you guys came for the favorite combos that I use with Wizard Rod, so I won't stall the 10,000 plus of you all watching any longer. Now again, a full disclaimer, these are not guaranteed to win you your world championships. What I found good, you might find bad, so I encourage you to just practice and experiment to find what really suits you.
Beyblade.
Alright, obviously our classic, Wizard Rod on 960 ball. Obviously, this is the combo that was the thing that could give 3 free points to the opponent for. Of course, 960 being such a rounded-off weight distribution machine that just increases Wizard Rod's stamina, and ball being a perfectly rounded tip that just provides the absolute highest stamina. All of these things combined just makes Wizard Rod a forever spinning blade that can tank so many hits and still have enough spin left over to get the finger to your opponent. The way this combo just outspins almost any other blade is just unbelievable. The only way to really lose with this combo is if the opponent has a high attacker build that can perform a quick knockout but aim for the stall launch, and you are likely being able to survive long enough where they will not have the energy to really do anything in the late game. This combo is also very easy to build too, 960 being available in the Sword Phoenix Deluxe pack, the War Tyranno single, the Mosasaurus dual pack, and Impact Drake. Ball you can get with Arrow Wizard single, the Yellow Scythe single, or the Talentera single. Next up, Wizard Rod on 160 Rush. Holy crap, playing this as some common attack type actually works, but if you're playing against this, it is the most stressful opponent that you will probably ever face. Wizard Rod's not really built to be an attack type, but somehow makes attack versus attack matches more boring than it has any right to be. Wizard Rod is able to use its outer blades to just stay spinning, ignoring the stamina required to really extreme dash. 160 can be the contact point needed to really deal the damage, and Rush's stamina conserving is just redundant because Wizard Rod's main blade design just keeps it alive. Against fellow stamina types, it will be able to cause knockouts, however, the main strat this blade does with 160 Rush is wear the opponent down until they give up and fall asleep. The most stressful part about playing against this combo is that you may never see the combo coming before you even go in, and when the time comes to let it rip, Wizard Rod's stamina is so strong that if you don't get an instant knockout, it will turbo clap your cheeks and give your opponent a free point. This combo is literally the stock combo for the green Wizard Rod, so just find that and you're good. Next up, Wizard Rod on 360 Free Ball. Another classic stamina combo that will last just as long as 960 Ball. This combo still repels most attackers and be able to keep spinning until you're old enough to drink. The free ball bit, as the name suggests, just freely spins on its own and allows Wizard Rod to just focus purely with its main blade's outer weight distribution. So the main blade itself does literally no work to just keep on spinning, and because of that, it may be more susceptible to either knockouts or bursts. However, the 360 still grants Wizard Rod a relatively good balance with its 3 contact points in order to keep that from happening. Not to mention, it also gives Wizard Rod counterattacks, so it will clap back when it gets hit, causing the opponent to either burn through their stamina really fast or they end up falling into the pockets. The 360 ratchet can be found like anywhere because it's one of the most overprinted ratchets ever. Mainly you will want to look for the Sword Dran packs or even Purple Keel Shark single, but you might encounter a product that likely has this. Free Ball right now, as of the time of this recording, is only available with the Silver Wolf single. Next, Wizard Rod on 160 Hexa. This is an absolute meta-defining combo that mixes stamina and defense to practically create the perfect tank. I've already talked about how this thing is an absolute nightmare to deal with in its own dedicated video and how it had a recent resurgence, but I'll talk about it again here. Wizard Rod's main source of its stamina is its near-perfect outer weight distribution, and because of that, it doesn't necessarily need to be supported by anything else to keep itself spinning. The 160 allows Wizard Rod to escape from the pockets on the off chance that it does get knocked in, and Hexa is a great balance bit primarily for its ability to keep the blade stable, so knocking Wizard Rod off balance to make it scrape away stamina will be really hard to do. Against known attackers, this can tank a lot of hits and even counterattack on the chance it escapes and will not lose momentum. The usual counter to Wizard Rod was Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate because of the spin equalization, but against Rod on 160 Hexa, it makes the matchup turn into a 50-50 shot depending on how you launch Rod. With the introduction of Shark Scale becoming the new attack type dominator in the current meta, Wizard Rod on 160 Hexa is your best bet to really counter it, as it can tank a lot of major attacks that Shark Scale can throw at it, and likely be able to survive the scary new Jaws living in the Mediterranean Sea. Hexa you can find with the Hammer Incendio single and the Blue Sword Phoenix single. However, if you want a color match, this green Hexa can be found with the green Ghost Circle from its random booster. While I know there are not a lot of combos shown in this video, the reality is that I hate playing with and against Wizard Rod, so I barely ever had the need to really come up with any kind of combo for this blade. These four are really the only ones I can really think of when it comes to utilizing the annoying strengths that Wizard Rod has. No matter what part of the meta we are in, Wizard Rod will just always find a way to slip back onto the top of the leaderboard, and there's nothing we can do about it. It may be a pain in the ass, but it is also the pain that is easy to deal with. But no matter how many times we are telling Wizard Rod to screw off, in the end, it is the William Afton of Beyblade. It will always come back. Oh my god, I finally made it through that. But anyway, that was the oppression of Wizard Rod in full effect, and no matter how many times you use Wizard Rod at your locals, or no matter how many times you face someone at locals using Wizard Rod, I guarantee you, the headache will always be there. But let me know what you guys think about Wizard Rod in the comments down below, and also what your favorite combos are for it. I always like talking about combos with you guys. And also, if you're interested in getting your own Takara Tomy imports, check out sponsor of the channel, Mall of Toys. And also, if you are in Canada, tariffs are a big pain in the ass right now, but Mall of Toys does have a Canadian site where you can get stuff from Canada shipped to all over Canada. And also, if you use my code HaruRenBakuTalk at checkout, you will get 5% off your order. Support this channel by pressing the thumbs up and give us a subscribe for more awesome Beyblade content. I've been Haru Ren, and remember, keep being serious about having fun, and also thank you so much again for 10,000 subscribers. Bye!